there, inventors! It's Tails here! And Amy! And we're back with another tier list video! Today, we're going to be ranking modern Sonic games from the early 2000s, starting with Sonic Adventure, up until the Wii era. That's right! We've got a lot of games to get through, Amy. We better get started. Yeah, let's go! So, Sonic Adventure, released in 1998, the first Sonic game ever on the Dreamcast. This game featured high-speed action stages with Sonic, fun flying races as me, treasure hunting with Knuckles. You can even play a campaign as me in this game. We also got to play as Gamma. Oh, my friend Gamma. Yeah, shame he died. He died? Yeah, kind of like me after I play big stages. Catching Froggy, oh man, not fun at all. You know, just thinking about Big's levels, I might even want to put this game in trash tier. Tails, that's a little bit over dramatic, isn't it? Come on, what about the Chow Garden? I suppose the story for Sonic Adventure is also pretty iconic. I mean, Chaos? Oh, he was pretty scary. And let's not forget the amazing dates Sonic and I had at Twinkle Park. Oh, and the Supersonic versus Perfect Chaos. Oh, what a fun showdown! Well, if it was only Sonic stages, I would probably say Supersonic. I mean, everyone says Sonic levels are the most fun, and I think we should put it in B. Okay, I'm good with that. This is all your fault, Big. You make this game just not fun. Sonic Adventure 2, released in 2001 for the Dreamcast. This game introduced a character you guys will be very familiar with, Shadow, and Rouge too. And the president! What? Amy, nobody cares about the president. I do! Anyway, a little similar to the first Sonic Adventure, we have fast-paced running stages with Sonic and Shadow, treasure hunting with Knuckles and Rouge, and a new mechanic, mech shooting with me and Eggman. And the return of the Chow Garden! I have to say though, this Chow Garden was even better. It was so addictive! Yeah, and so is the soundtrack. I mean, live and learn. What an amazing song! At least I was still playable in two-player mode. You're still in the Team Sonic story, Amy. And you're really important. Oh, that's right. I busted Sonic out of prison. So if you know someone on the inside and you need some help, call Amy Rose. Amy, you're gonna get me banned off YouTube. No busting people out of the big house. It was different when it was Sonic, because he hadn't done anything wrong. You heard nothing! I'm just gonna put it straight in Supersonic. But so many people would say that you're just coping and Sonic Adventure 2 hasn't even held up. It's one of my favorite stories. I'm pretty cool in this one. And don't forget, I was the one that convinced Shadow not to kill everybody. Don't say that, even if it is kinda true. So Amy saved the day, everyone. The true hero of Sonic Adventure 2. And that's why Shadow and I are besties now. You guys just spoke like twice. Oh, well, that's what you think. Well, okay. S tier it is. Yeah! Released in 2000 for the Sega Dreamcast, Sonic Shuffle. Essentially, Mario Party, but Sonic, with all of your favorite characters. Sonic, me, Knuckles, Amy. Did you know that this game is well known for having the most difficult AI? It practically cheats. And the rules are kinda confusing for this game. Well, the game looks really pretty. Pretty graphics aren't enough for it to be a good game, Amy. And the minigames, they're not even fun. Lumina was a nice-looking character, though. Yeah, she was. I wonder if she'd like to go for a ride in my plane. Tails, what? I'm just saying. Even if Lumina is pretty cute, it doesn't mean that this game deserves a super high ranking. I think there's a reason we haven't got another Sonic Mario Party, you know? Maybe we could put it in D? In D? You don't want to put it in trash? No, because it looks pretty. The cute girl's helping, bud. That's all you're getting, Sonic Shuffle. On to the next one. Alright, next up we have the Sonic Advance trilogy, which came out between 2001 and 2004. You could play as Sonic, me, Knuckles, Amy, and Cream and Cheese too. Actually, Sonic Advance 2 is the game that introduced cream cheese and vanilla. And I was really hard to unlock in Sonic Advance 2. You have to get all of the Chaos Emeralds with all 4 characters. Now, Sonic Advance 3 is probably the favorite, since you could play as a team. And depending on who you teamed up with, your buddy would give you special abilities. Like how I gave everybody flight, Sonic gave everyone speed, Knuckles gave everyone power, Cream gave everybody chows, and Amy gave us all a hammer. And let's not forget all the team names, like Lovely Couple and the Unbreakable Bond. So let's start where we're putting Sonic Advance. It felt more like a traditional Sonic game, really. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a simple one. I feel like the bosses aren't that good compared to the other two games, so I'm gonna put Sonic Advance in C because it's fine. Maybe we could put Sonic Advance 2 in B, since it was quite a lot better. And it just had a really nice feel to it. The animations for the characters were cute. It's Cream's first appearance, so it definitely deserves a B. All right, yeah, I'm cool with that. And maybe we could put number 3 in A? A it is. And a not-so-peak game. Sonic Pinball Party, which came out in 2003. It's cool we got to see our Sega pals Knights and Samba the Amigo, but kind of like Sonic's Pinball, it's not really my favorite thing. It feels like a mini game you should have in a big game. I still think this can go in the trash. I'm not gonna fight you on that one. Alright, Sonic Battle, released in 2004. This is a much more exciting game, as it introduced us to Ermel. What a cute little robot he was, until he started trying to kill people. There were so many characters you could play as in this game too, like basically everybody. And what a cool story we had too. I feel like some people have mixed feelings on the mechanics of this game, but it's always been highly praised for its unique story. And we never really got another Sonic game like this. I used to spend hours bashing on my little GBA, fighting everybody for Sonic's love. Well, I'm thinking maybe the C tier since it's not a traditional Sonic game, but I definitely enjoyed Sonic Advance 2 a lot more. I think that's good. Oh, now we're talking Sonic Heroes, released in 2003. Now we're in the PS2 and GameCube era. This game marked the return of Team Chaotix, and Vector never did pay the rent. Well, let's not forget about Team Rose, of course, and Team Dark, but this time Eggman got replaced by Omega. And the best team for last, Team Sonic. Yeah, okay. Metal Sonic was so scary in this game. Yeah, Metal Sonic kinda went a bit extra in this game. And he still lost. No match for Team Sonic. Hey, we all helped find those Chaos Emeralds. I didn't say you didn't. I do think this is a really beloved game. My only criticism is having to play the same levels 4 different times. At least with Team Chaotix, we got a different style of gameplay. It was kind of fun doing the missions. Fun? It could be utterly frustrating sometimes. And my team's levels were kind of short. Yeah, and Shadow's levels, maybe one too many enemies. That's why playing as Team Sonic is the best. Well, I think this game maybe deserves A tier. Yeah, and the soundtrack for this game? Mwah! A it is. Next up is the edgiest Sonic game of all time, Shadow the Hedgehog, released in 2005. Featuring many memeable moments such as...
Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald? This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
Find the computer room!
You could decide if Shadow was a hero or a villain in this game. You could shoot people in the face and kill Sonic! Shadow wouldn't do that! Why did they put that in here? To be super edgy, Amy. And I mean, this is where we found out that actually Shadow's got alien DNA, and that's why he's super strong and the ultimate life form. Crazy game. Some of the vehicle controls were kinda clunky, and not all of the guns in this game were good either. Well, I don't think we should rank this too high. It wasn't as good as Heroes. We're putting it in B for the memes alone. Really? B? This game isn't good, Tails. Look, Shadow might be watching, okay? I better not rank his game any lower. Next up, we have Sonic Rush, released in 2005 for the Nintendo DS. Introducing our favorite fiery feline, Blaze the Cat. And for that reason alone, makes it a fan favorite. And also the fact it's actually a really good Sonic game. The boss battles could be a little tricky sometimes though. Yeah, but I like a challenge. The music was super catchy too. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it simple and just put Sonic Rush in A. It's a solid game. And what about Sonic Rush Adventure, which was released in 2007 in the sequel? Didn't you and Sonic get trapped in Blaze's dimension? Yeah, but luckily, Marine was also there to help us out. The fact you got to ride a jet ski too, I mean, so much fun. I do feel like this maybe isn't quite as good as the first, it's just my opinion, but I kinda like the levels a little bit more in the first game. So I'm gonna put Rush Adventure in B. I think that looks good. Oh boy, here we go. Sonic Riders, released in 2006. Introducing the Babylon Rogues, Jet, Wave, and Storm. We all used extreme gear in this game and had fun little hoverboard races. Yeah, this game could be a little frustrating at times. I much prefer racing with my feet than with a hoverboard. Racing against Sonic and Shadow is a little bit more fair this way. Speak for yourself. I loved tinkering around with extreme gear. Emily was so much better than Waves. She was so rude, by the way. Thinks she knows everything. You just don't like it that somebody else was actually as smart as you. Well, maybe she did touch a nerve, but still. Can't say I was the biggest fan of Jet either. He was so rude. And Storm? I don't think I've ever met anybody more dumb. Even Fig can tie his own shoelaces. The music was really good in this game, though. Maybe Riders, Chico, and D? Yeah, I agree. And lots were added. Let's talk about Zero Gravity that came out in 2008. I'm gonna admit this, I didn't even finish it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in trash because I just don't care for it. Hey, you do you, bro. Oh, and here we are, the famous Sonic 06, sometimes known as the worst Sonic game of all time. You better not mention the kiss. What kiss? Exactly. Oh, the kiss between Sonic and Elise? Ugh! Can we not? You know, that alone makes so many people just put this straight into trash. What is so frustrating about Sonic 06 is that it had so much potential. I feel like the game was just too big and Sonic Team just didn't have enough time to create it. Imagine if they were given the time to perfect this game. How good it could have been. And everyone loves Silver. Yeah, especially you with the way you were hugging him. I thought it was Sonic. You really need glasses, Amy. I know. And also, you've got to praise Sonic 06 for the soundtrack and the variety of characters you could play as. And I'm pretty sure this Sonic game has more cutscenes than any other. Yeah, shout out to Sonic Man, by the way. Best NPC. Yeah, he was funny. Sadly, though, this game can be super frustrating to play because of all the bugs and the clunky controls, the loading screens. Oh, the loading screens! And some of the levels are just a bit too long, you know? And running around the home world? It's pretty boring. I'm gonna put it in D for the fact it gave us Silver. And some parts of the game are fun. And it's not the worst game in the world, it just feels like an unfinished game, you know? I agree. Alright, Sonic Rivals, released in 2006. And shortly after came Sonic Rivals 2, which came out in 2007. Now, I'm gonna keep this really brief. I didn't play this game at all, but from what I've seen of it, it really doesn't look that good. It kind of just looks like a cheap mobile game. I mean, it's cool that you can race against your rivals, but I don't know. No voice acting, the story seems a little underwhelming, really generic, but the gameplay, I've definitely seen better. Yeah, and I'm not even in this game. Well, you're not playable. You could be in here somewhere, though. I will commend him for bringing Ezio back. Shout out to my boy. I will never play this, guys. I'm putting them both in trash. If you want to fight me on it, fight me in the comments. Come and defend your game if you like it. I'm not really interested either. I'm also gonna make this pretty quick. Sonic and the Secret Rings, released in 2007 on the Wii, which is why it probably sucked. I've also never played this, and I've never heard good things about it. This is where Sonic travels through the world of the Arabian Nights. So I'll be putting it in the trash. But Seven Rings in Hand is such a good song. No, I don't care, Amy. We're moving on. Trash. Oh. Now, in my opinion, Sonic and the Black Knight was a little better. Definitely not for its gameplay, though. Same problem as Sonic and the Secret Rings, clunky Wii controls. But Sonic being in the world of King Arthur, that is so cool. Love the theme song, too. And I was the beautiful Lady of the Lake. Let's not forget about Lancelot and Percival and Knuckles. Sure, and Knuckles. I feel like a lot of people remember this one a little more fondly, even if the game wasn't the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in D, but it's definitely more appealing than Sonic Shuffle. I definitely need to dress up as Lady of the Lake. Moving on, we have Sonic Chronicles, The Dark Brotherhood, released in 2008. It has an overly edgy, complicated title for some reason. I guess we were supposed to get more Sonic Chronicle games, but we only ended up getting one. I have to say the art style for this game was really nice. And we got some cool characters, like Shade, who is playable. You know, I forgot all about her. I actually really liked this game. I found the story really interesting. I love the fact that you could pick your own team, and we all had different abilities. And the fact that you could find Chow, made this a little bit more replayable. Well, some people might disagree, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and put this in C. But I personally had a really fun time with this game. But it's not a traditional Sonic game by any means, but I'd sure as heck rather play it over Sonic Shovel or Riders any day. Ah, finally! A good game, Sonic Unleashed, released in 2008. Featuring the fan favorite Werehog Sonic. I love this game because I'm in it. Yeah, definitely a beloved game among fans, especially these days. You got your high-speed action stages with Sonic and your beat-em-up levels with the Werehog at night. Oh, and we forgot to talk about Chip. Aw, he was so sweet, wasn't he? Endless Possibilities is also such a super catchy song. I love it. Yeah, definitely a solid tune. I feel like people hated this game when it came out, but now everybody looks back like, oh, why can't we get another Sonic game like this? I know. People love to complain. I think we should put this in A tier. It's such a classic. You know what? I agree, Amy. Let's put it in A. All right. So I actually lied, and I've ended up ranking one more game than I intended to. I was gonna stop at Wii, but instead, I've decided to stop at 2009. So, what do you guys think of our tier list? Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. And if you want me to do the final rankings of Sonic games from 2010 until modern times, then all you gotta do is give this video a thumbs up, and if it gets to 1,000 likes, I'll make part 3. Thanks so much for watching, everyone! And if you're new, be sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss a video. Until next time, inventors, bye-bye!